Welcome to the first episode of Nostalgia Time, where we talk about things that we like from our past and see if they hold up to the test of time.
Indeed. Maybe we should introduce ourselves.
You should do that.
I should introduce you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do
This is my friend, Amber Goan. We have known each other since 8th grade.
This is my friend Susan Bailey. We have known each other since... Why am I just saying the things that you're saying?
I don't know. If you've made it this far, congratulations. Hopefully it gets better from here.
Welcome to the dark web.
Yeah.
There's no turning back.
So, what are we going to be testing today?
Today we are testing a couple of things from our past. A movie called Hocus Pocus. I know it's a fan favorite, but we haven't seen it in a long time.
No.
Does it still hold up?
No. I haven't watched it since the 90s. I know that for sure. I don't know how I've gotten away with that, like on TV and everything. It's just been like, I got other things to do, maybe.
Well, let's give these bad boys a watch and see what we think.
Yeah, wish us luck.
Oh my god.
Black catches come back to life. But everyone here knows that Halloween was invented by the candy companies.
What?
It's a conspiracy.
No, what? There's no Halloween. There's like actual history involved. Were you not paying attention to the Halloween tree?
No, all candy.
One out of the year.
Oh, stereotypical 90s thugs. Yes.
Next.
Remember when costumes weren't just slutty?
These are 10-year-olds, Susan.
Oh, come on. It's just a bunch of hocus pocus.
Movie title.
Max, I'm not kidding.
You can't stop the things I do. I lie.
She's assimilated to the culture very quickly.
I feel for her and her love of her book. I really do.
Does it resonate with you?
It does.
This cat is so good.
Star of Hocus Pocus. The cat.
Duh.
Bye, guys. I'll see you later. Farewell. Thanks for feeding me milk and stuff. Bon voyage.
I fucking love this movie.
Jesus Christ.
I really appreciated the dialogue a whole lot more. I caught the innuendos.
We desire children.
Hey, that may take me a couple of tries, but I don't think that'll be a problem. I'll phone up.
When you're 12 years old and you're watching Hocus Pocus, you're just excited that there are pretty women who are witches, are powerful, but then the witches get caught by the townspeople because apparently they're not very powerful after all.
They are super powerful, as we learned. They're just really bad at, like, using those powers, like, managing them.
Yeah.
Time management of power.
They get caught by the townspeople and they get hung, as you do with witches. And put...
Which is actually, I am very happy about that, because that is totally what happened in Salem. They were not burned, they were hung, and one dude was crushed to death by slowly placing rocks on top of him. Bet you didn't know that. Yeah, we are horrible monsters.
There's a note here about how much Thackeray Binks as a human being can sweat.
Tis ready for tasting.
Super sweaty kid gets turned into a cat. And is cursed with immortality. So here's a question. They want to live forever.
They want to be young and youthful and get boys.
Why don't they just use that spell?
They're not very good witches.
Hush!
So then we go to quote-unquote modern times, which is the 90th 90s that ever did 90. So we meet our Californian kid. He hates everything. But the town is like super stoked about Halloween.
We gotta talk about the bullies.
Oh god,
The
yeah.
school bullies.
Tubular.
So we have one guy who's kind of like a metal dude, and the other one who is a wannabe white rapper. And they steal Max's shoes. As we've seen previously, children sweat a lot.
Tis ready for tasting.
Those
I
shoes.
think that's the most disgusting part of this movie. Is
Yeah.
that someone else was wearing a pair of shoes that a kid was just sweating in.
So he goes home, and his parents are like super oblivious.
This kid's family life is absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah.
He has no reason to be such a shit about things.
No.
His parents, they're chirpy, they're bright, they're encouraging, they care to a degree, but they also have lives of their own, so it's not like they're like these focused parents that are overbearing. They give him his freedom.
But
he's got the coolest little fucking sister in the whole world. This kid has nothing to worry about, but he still finds a way to be a teenager.
Max, hey, how was school?
Sucked.
You're gonna take me trick-or-treating.
Not this year, Danny.
Mom said you have to.
Well, she can take you. Can't believe you made me move here.
It'll be like old times.
Yeah, well, the old days are dead.
Lighten up, Max.
Can we go home now? To collect your candy and get out of my life. It's just that I hate this place.
so they revive the sisters
Sure.
because he's an idiot
Of course, the first thing they want to do is pick up exactly where they left off.
and eat the children.
Is, well, they're not eating children, they're sucking children. I want to be very specific about this.
Oh, that's terrible.
They're just whooshing a lot with their mouths in front of children, and that's how they become younger.
Oh man.
I feel like they could have just taken yoga. So there's a scene where Bette Midler gets to perform a song.
Oh yes. So they don't know what asphalt is, but they totes know the song "I Put a Spell on You."
The adults have to dance forever, so like the kids are out trick-or-treating, but the adults and their parents, they're stuck at this dance, they can't stop dancing.
Also, again, proof that this is the 90s, all these children are unsupervised. Max does a low-rent version of Pump Up the Volume in the school, if you've ever seen that movie.
Welcome to high school hell.
They roast the witches and watch them burn alive.
Yeah, they don't just like close the door and say, haha, we did it.
No.
They watch until they have burned.
And they seem perfectly fine with this. So kids go and rest. Also, his room, like Max's room,
Oh my god.
oh my god! He has like a tower, a lookout tower in his room.
Max has the coolest bedroom ever and still manages to be a shit about it. Probably the smartest woman in the whole series is the love interest, who still feels that something is wrong. She looks in the book and finds that salt can be used to deter witches.
Yes.
So they go down to the kitchen, her and this
With the
gentleman.
biggest cabinet ever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
where's the salt? At the very, very tippy top, way in the back. Who put salt there?
When they go back upstairs, of course, Danny's been kidnapped and the book has been taken, so now they have to go and find the sister.
Oh, they trick them into thinking that the dawn has come.
Yes, by using
The car.
saran wrap taped over the headlights to look like a sunrise.
Correct.
And the witches, instead of just feeling the death upon them, they're really into it.
Sister is back.
They rescue Danny, and they rescue Binks.
Mhm.
So they run out to the cemetery where they know they're going to be safe, and they try to wait out dawn. But what they don't do is take the book. So let's break this down for a second. There's approximately a half an hour window, in the morning before dawn, before the sun rises,
Longest dawn, by the way, ever.
where they have the book, and they have the potion and the recipe to make the potion, but they are so pissed off at these three kids that they only want their souls.
This is perfect for that little tow-headed brat.
We have a child.
Here.
Besides, I want to get that little rat-faced kid that called me.
Oh, don't say it, Jody.
Ugly?
That Midler's like, no, it's about principle. And Billy comes back and he cuts open his mouth, and it's revealed that Billy can talk, and Billy hates their guts.
You buck-toothed, mop-riding firefly from hell!
He tries to help the kids, but again, loses his head. As one does.
So Danny goes to help him with his lost head, and she
Because
gets
children are dumb.
She gets scooped up by the witches, and oh no, she's gonna have the life drained out of her, and she's gonna get
goodness.
the thing.
And then,
But Danny gets a little elbowy and elbows the potion out of the witch's hand, and the only person that's on the ground to pick it up is our main character, Max, who consumes he could smash it. The witch, who is now forced to put Danny on the ground safely. I don't know why I shouldn't just kill her. I guess save it for later. Okay. And scoops up Mr. Max.
It should also be noted that she is now standing on sacred ground to do this. And she starts to smoke.
Okay, so standing on sacred ground makes witches turn into stone.
Apparently.
And then dawn makes them explode.
Yep. So Sweaty Child is now back in translucent form.
Tis ready for tasting.
And he's really not upset about his 300-year peril or his impending death, because he's allowed to go be with his sister, who has one line. And thus ends Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. Feels we're at.
Hocus Pocus, does it pass the nostalgia test? Did it make you feel nostalgic? Did it make you want for previous times?
Here's where I might get some hate. It didn't. Because I really just want the witches to win and kill all the children. I'm a terrible human being.
I felt the same way, but I think I felt that way when I was young too. So
Yeah.
I say it passes the nostalgia test. Watching Hocus Pocus makes me feel nostalgic for the time when I first watched Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, I feel like I could go back and return to the Halloween tree years and years ago.
Yeah.
Like, more so now. But then also, again, Hocus Pocus was never really... That wasn't the movie that I saw as a kid.
Yeah. Do you think the people who were dancing all night long were still wearing the shoes that they wore when they got there? Do you think people
Like the
had
blisters.
broken feet?
I don't know about broken feet, but you can totally, like, wear the skin down
Yeah.
on the bottom of your feet.
About this movie, it's pretty horrific.
Just a bit.
It's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus.
Oh, God. Right.
I mean, if you Google Yabos, the first entry in Urban Dictionary is a quote from Hocus Pocus.
See? No one else used Yabos.